it puts you into the state of magnetizing something, calling something in, rather than having to get something or having to force something into being. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lorena. I am a self-concept coach, and I specifically support heart-centered women to shift their identity, shift their self-concept, embody the highest potential that they have, and really align with their authentic soul desires so that they can manifest and magnetize anything that they want in their life. So if that sounds like something that you want to, then keep watching. If you're not subscribed yet, then please do so if you enjoy this content, that is. I upload videos every week, so that way you don't miss out on any of them. And if you like this video, please also leave a like below because it helps the algorithm a lot. And don't forget to check out the links in the description box below because I have a bunch of free resources there for you, from master classes to my favorite, which is a guidebook on holistic manifestation, which I poured so much love into, and it gives you a really good overview of how to change your state of being and sustain it, and why it works, why it doesn't work, and it's also filled with lots of juicy practices. Make sure you check that out, but now let's get into today's video. So today is a bit different because I'm going to share my favorite affirmations and mantras that I use pretty much every day with you. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know that I am not somebody who advocates for hammering in affirmations. I believe they work in a specific context, and there's some contexts in which they can actually be very detrimental. So I have a separate video all about that, how to use affirmations really effectively, and I'm going to link that somewhere over in my head. But before I get into sharing my favorite affirmations with you, I want to give a bit of a summary of how I use affirmations and how I think they are really effective, and what I don't recommend you do. So what you can't expect in this video is that you receive affirmations like, I am a millionaire, I am in a loving relationship with the man of my dreams. Those are not the types of affirmations that you'll get in this video, because I never recommend to use affirmations to bypass your reality. If you tell yourself, I am a millionaire, but in reality, you have $3 in your bank account, your entire system is going to reject that affirmation, and actually subconsciously negative self-talk will happen. How dare you say that? You're lying. That's not even true. And that will be the stuff that is amplified. So you may notice this when your nervous system contracts, when your system contracts, when you say an affirmation that doesn't feel true to you. Another thing with affirmations is as well, affirmations are a technique. It's a tool. It's a practice. There is nothing wrong with techniques, tools, and practices. They can be very supportive, but on their own, they don't change anything. If you don't do the deeper work, if you don't integrate your shadows, if you don't know how to transmute your emotions, if you're not working with reprogramming your subconscious beliefs and really changing your relationship to all these parts within yourself, you're only going to scratch the surface, and a lot of the deeper issues and the deeper patterns and beliefs you're not going to be able to change. So I love tools and techniques, be that things like affirmations, meditations, visualizations, but also a lot of somatic and subconscious techniques. But they're just techniques. They're just techniques. They're not gonna transform you. They're just gonna support the transformation that you already go on when you follow an integrated process and an embodied process for changing your self-concept. But what I want to really bring home for you today is use your affirmations to amplify what is already present, what is already your truth, what you already believe, or to support you on the journey, not to bypass something. So I told you what these affirmations will not be. What they will be is they will be affirmations that are very universal, that you can use for any circumstance, anything you want to manifest, any way you feel. They are all very simple, and they are all things I use daily. I have picked 6 favorites. Let's get into it. The first affirmation is, I have arrived. This is similar to it is done, but there's a different energy here. I'll tell you why I chose to include this affirmation and why I use it so often. And when I told one of my clients about this one specifically a few weeks ago, she was like, oh my God, I love this. I need to start this message and repeat it all the time. A lot of people, and so was I, are in chasing energy, right? We want something and we're hyper focused on it, and there's always more to get. There's always more to want. I'm a Capricorn. I have 6 placements in Capricorn. I'm very ambitious and I have a goal and I'm gonna persist. I'm not gonna give up on that. And I'll have the goal at the top of that mountain. And I love using that mountain analogy for this one. My clients will know. And I try to get up that mountain, and it's this uphill struggle. So this affirmation really helped me when I felt like I was trying so hard and nothing was moving. Or maybe sometimes even when I received something that I wanted, but then it felt like it wasn't enough. That's when I decided to hone in on that affirmation. I have arrived, no matter where I am. I have arrived. This is enough. I might still want to get over there, but I've already arrived. I'm already here. So this may resonate with you, it might not resonate with you, but I love this one because it really gets me out of chasing energy and out of I need more and more and more and out of not enoughness, and it gives me this peace and serenity that we all want. Affirmation number 2, I use every time I desire anything and I'm consciously manifesting anything. And that is, I don't need this. And this is a hard one because sometimes we do need things, right? For example, when I am launching my coaching program, I affirm to myself every day, I don't need these clients. I don't need this money. I don't need this. I don't need these likes. I don't need it. I don't need anybody to like this video. I don't need anybody to watch this video. Do I want to? Yeah, of course. I want to help people. I want to reach people. And yeah, I want to make money also. And I want to have clients also. Do I need it? No, I don't need it. I'm okay either way. And you can apply this to any situation that you have. Love relationships, same thing. You don't need another person. You don't need a partner to be happy. You can want it. It's great if that's your desire. You don't need it. Tell yourself that. I don't need this. I don't need this person. I don't need this money. I am going to be okay either way. Number 3, I am exactly where I need to be. Simple. Similar energy. I am on the right path, or I am in perfect alignment with my path. Again, it's very simple to bring home. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to get. You're already there. And nothing is going wrong, which brings me to the 4th affirmation, which is, this one will be familiar for you, everything is happening in my favor. Everything is happening for me. As an add-on to this one, I trust the process. So this one, you will all know, but this one I really, really like because sometimes things don't feel like they're happening for you or they're happening in your favor. I've had a lot of instances in the last few years where I felt like that person and also my cat dying, how is that happening in my favor? My breakup, how was that happening in my favor? I was heartbroken. Earlier this year, I had a really harsh thing happen in my business, which really shook me to my core. And I was like, how is that happening in my favor? But you know what? It was. It's all happening in your favor. And sometimes you can't see it in the moment. Sometimes you can only see it in retrospect. You may look back. You may in the moment be like, this is the worst thing ever. I am in so much pain. This is awful. And then a few months in, you're like, oh, these were the lessons. This is why this happened. This had to happen for me so I could get this or I could get here. That's what a bridge of incidents and you trusting the process is all about. It's that every piece of the puzzle plays a role and has a purpose, but usually you're only able to see it when you look back. Number 5, I love this one. It's I know nothing. I know nothing, or I don't know anything, or I don't know. I love this one for my ego because my ego always wants to know better. My ego always wants to be special. My ego always wants to be better. My ego always wants to control. It wants to know everything in advance. It's not comfortable in the unknown and in lack of control. So just telling myself, I don't know anything, I know nothing, I don't know, is actually really soothing because you don't need to know all of the answers. You're actually really hurting yourself when you're trying to have all the answers all of the time. And as an extra, I've got number 6, which is more about the actual manifestation part rather than the process, and that is I am magnetic, or I magnetize, whatever it is you want to call in. So the reason I like this one is, first of all, because it connects you to embodiment rather than to the thing itself. It puts you into the state of magnetizing something, calling something in, rather than having to get something or having to force something into being. We always think we need to do more, we need to fight so much, and it's actually really simple. We don't actually need to do so much. Now, of course, we need to take action, and I speak about this all the time because I see a lot of people just sitting at home and affirming all day or visualizing what they want, but not actually going for the things that they want. So you need to take action, you need to do something. But the solution is to really find the balance between action and surrender, between the masculine and the feminine, essentially. You want to be in a place of integration, in a place of balance, where act when it's aligned and you take the actions that you need to get to where you want to go, but you also are able to get into this place of surrender and magnetism. So I personally am not somebody who struggles to take action. I am more somebody who struggles to receive. I always need to practice both, but that's why I really love just working with magnetism, and that's why I decided to include this affirmation. I am magnetic, or I magnetize, insert whatever it is you want to magnetize in this video. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like. Please let me know what your favorite affirmation is in the comments below. Can be one of the ones that I shared with you today, or maybe you have a different one that I didn't include, because obviously there's so many more. I didn't want a video with like 1,000 affirmations. And when you comment your favorite affirmation below, also say it out loud. Thank you so much for watching and for being here, and I'll see you next week.